when we get to the North Pole? Well, we have seen footage now of the 35-mile wide or the 33-mile wide Rupes Nigra spewing out the northern lights, the black sun and the sky on the opposite side coming out. We've seen that now because they showed it to us, trying to deceive us. But then again, you have to put things in plain sight because there's always a remedy in law, and law is a religion. So since law is a religion and you can tell a judge that I don't believe your religious beliefs, you should be able to get the case dismissed. And sometimes it used to work a lot more. Now you have to do a little bit more evasiveness to the case. But anywho, according to this law and understanding, things must be hidden in plain sight, according to lesser magic rules, which is also according to the law. Alright, so Rupes Nigra coming out is the Aurora Borealis spewing out of the North Pole, which is a giant black rock, which is actually just a tree stump burned away when they burned and excavated the earth, creating this corporation. Alright, so the black sun sits in there and you would literally jump into this hole. On the bottom of it, there are roots, giant roots that bottom out the seas from 4 parts of the earth. So 200 miles away from this, you'd see the 4 islands of Hyperborea. And then the seas pass through here and empty out here, which creates the oceans and tides and everything else in the whole earth, which couldn't happen on a ball earth. So and they come in a spiral, kind of like this, like the 6-6, like that, like the Google. And yeah, so you have the 4 islands surrounding it. One has pygmies on it, as far as like the different translations of this Hyperborean map that I've seen. One has a lot of amazing resources, probably monetizable resources like gold and silver and shit like that. So there's just resources, probably wild fruits growing, whatever. Alright, so just, you already know. Alright, so, and then there are, I can't remember the other 2 islands. But anyways, there are 2 ways, according to all the information that I've been studying and researching. You can go up if you're, I imagine, if you're worthy, into Portuguese through the Polaris, which is actually accompanied with 2 other Polarises on the sides under this northern hemisphere, which is actually just the only hemisphere. And then the opposite side, where the gravity changes, you go through a wormhole, if you will, and you will come up to where the black sun sits on the opposite side down on this terrain, which is the land of perpetual twilight. So once you get here, it's the same thing on the opposite side, but everything operates in tandem with the black sun. You'd probably see the northern lights spiraling just as it did when you saw it up in this one, on that reveal of the aerial view of Rupes Nigra. Probably see something like that, like it's trailing off. And then, which is what we saw aerial view. We saw that spiraling out, so that's what we could probably expect. This is like the black sun looking like a comet spewing off green underneath it, like coming off of it, going down, which would be coming up. Very interesting. And now it kind of actually gives us understanding to where the magnetic pulls are coming from, because there's 2 different magnetic pulls coming from the opposite side, one light sun and one black sun, pulling things to the ground on both sides. Very interesting. Stay tuned. Stay away.